Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. According to the case summary page in the Idaho versus Koberger case, Judge Stephen Hippler granted the defense's motion for leave to file a reply brief to the motion to suppress regarding IgG genetic information. This motion was filed back on December 19th, 2024, with the motion to suppress relative to IgG DNA filed one day later, as required by Judge Hippler's prior order of October 9th, 2024, setting that date as the deadline for the reply. Judge Hippler on January 13th, 2025, granted leave for Mr. Koberger to file that overlength reply. The briefings are now closed on all of the motions to suppress, which will be set for hearing to commence 9:00 a.m. January 23rd, and if necessary, going into the 24th. There are 13 currently pending motions to suppress, and a motion to suppress challenges a search and evidence obtained as violative of a party's Fourth Amendment privileges. The 13 motions to suppress that are set for hearing on the 23rd are as follows. Motion to suppress genetic information, IgG DNA evidence. Motion to suppress Amazon evidence. Motion to suppress Mr. Koberger's apartment in Pullman and the search thereof. Motion to suppress Apple evidence. Motion to suppress Pennsylvania warrant evidence. Motion to suppress evidence relative to AT&T first warrant. Motion to suppress cell phone data related evidence. Motion to suppress Google evidence. Motion to suppress trap and trace device. Motion to suppress Idaho warrant. Motion to suppress Mr. Koberger's person. Motion to suppress evidence related to the white Hyundai Elantra. And motion to suppress evidence related to the search of the house in Pennsylvania, where Mr. Koberger was arrested on December 30th, 2022. Although most of the substance of these motions, many of the memoranda of law in support thereof, are under seal, as are a lot of the evidence in support of these 13 motions to suppress also are under seal. If you go to the court docket, go to the link that I have provided in the description to this podcast episode, Idaho Cases of Judicial Interest. You click on that link, you go down to the Koberger case, then go to November 14th, 2024. That was the deadline that Judge Hippler set, again by operation of his October 9th, 2024 order, which you can also see on the docket. All of these items are public. Again, the 13 motions to suppress, you can read them, at least what is available via public docketing. If you go to the docket and scroll down to November 14th, 2024. We will be going over each of these 13 motions prior to the hearings on the 23rd here on the Indie Zone podcast. I hope that you will join us and listen to these podcast episodes, as these hearings are absolutely critical. Whichever way Judge Hippler rules, whether to grant or to deny some or all, could change the course of the rest of the case. I believe that these hearings are the most important hearings that have been entertained and will be entertained by the court to date. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone. Thank you very much for joining us.